Welcome to episode 2 of my Emulating Messi Football Manager series, and it's now the end of the first season. I've holidayed to the end, and some sad news with Hannes Hugo retiring already. So we've lost one player already. The Estonian, I don't think he could find a club, and he's just given up and he's off the game. So I'm sorry to that person who had Hannes Hugo as their player. Looking down the list, there are a few players without teams, 3 in fact, but they're all going to clubs this summer. But I'll get to that in a minute. We'll just go down the list, position-wise, and see how everyone's got on, basically. So the first one is the Icelandic keeper, who's moved to Vior, Icelandic team, I believe. Yes, they are. By the way, I had to restart this save because the first time I holidayed it, about 10 people retired because they couldn't get clubs. So I had to load a lot more leagues and countries, and it's fine now. Only one person's retired. But anyway, this guy, Snegborgsen, sorry if I probably can't pronounce your name very well, but he played 10 games in total and conceded 5 goals and got an average rating of 7.13, so that's very impressive. No international, well, actually he has 5 under 21 international caps. So, at the age of 17, very impressive. Currently valued at nothing and has no real contract by the looks of it, because he's earning nothing, but hopefully he'll be earning some money soon. Next guy is Daniel Bogdanovic, Swedish keeper. He's valued at 6k, earning £825 a week. And it's already into the second season in Sweden. But in the first season he played 7 games and conceded 10 goals. Very good average rating of 7.21. And this season he's played 2 so far, both cup games, and a very high average rating once again. So last season he helped Malmo finish second in the table behind Elfsborg. Next we have FMCV admin Phil Sam, who plays for Barnsley in the Championship, earning 4.2k a week. Pretty decent. Played 18 games last season, but a pretty poor average rating overall, only 6.49. But hopefully that game time has helped him improve a bit. Bear in mind the stats of your player may have changed slightly because I had to reload it, but they should generally be about the same. Unfortunately, Barnsley were relegated, which means Phil may be playing in League One next season unless another team decides to sign him. But his beloved Watford were promoted in the playoffs, unlike in real life, and Hull also went up with Nottingham Forest as champions. Next we have Dionis Emine, who's joining Hajduk in ages away, 1st of January 2014, and he's had no team. But impressively, where's it gone? He's actually earned 3 international caps for the full Albania team already. And considering he's only 17, that is incredibly impressive. I know Albania aren't the best international team in the world, of course, but still, at the age of 17, to get 3 caps, considering he has no club, that is very impressive indeed. So well done to him. Next we have Harry Croft, who plays for Burnley and played lots of games, 24 games in fact last season, 6.69 average rating, not the greatest average rating, but a bit better than Phil Sam's. And Burnley finished, I can't remember, let's see, around mid-table, I guess. 6th. They got into the playoffs but didn't quite make it. Next we have Jack Morgan, who plays for Charlton Athletic and played a lot of games, 27 games, got 1 goal, 3 assists and a 7.12 average rating. Most of his games were actually played in left midfield. He's got pretty decent physical stats, to be fair. Everything's above 10 and passing 19. So I don't know if they've gone up, but you'll have to check over the videos if your stats go up, I guess, yourself, as I won't be able to remember. But I'm assuming these players are improving. Next we have Teg, who plays for Ipswich Town, earning 5.5k a week, and has a decent, that's quite a lot actually, one of the highest we've seen. But he only played 13 games and a pretty poor average rating of 6.49, unfortunately. No international appearances yet. Played most of his games, well, 6 at right back and 5 at centre in central midfield. Next we have Sam Sutton, who also plays for Ipswich. He plays everywhere pretty much. And he only played 10 games and an even worse average rating than Tom. But, you know, he's getting game time, a bit of game time, only 17. There's still a lot of time to improve. And the versatility may help him, or it may hinder him. I don't know. You know, they might not know where to play him, really. Where are they playing him? Left back and centre back. Next we have Connor Ure, who plays for Motherwell, and last season played a lot of games, 32 in total, and a 7.22 average rating. That's 32 appearances in the league, 37 overall. So a very good average rating, got 1 goal and 2 assists, and played most of his games in left midfield and left back. But yeah, good season. Let's just see where they finished in the Premier League. Second behind Celtic. There's a lot of players that actually have moved to Scotland. Another one is Aaron Dobson, who plays for Dundee United. Look at those stats for a centre-back. I mean, he's got incredible free kicks. He's played 5 under-21 games for Ireland. And played 36 games last season. An okay average rating of 6.71. 2 goals and 1 assist. And yeah, so he's getting a lot of game time, so should be improving. Next we have the Croatian Marin Milikovic, who has made 3 appearances for the under-21s and is playing for Zagreb. And played 31 games and a very, very good average rating of 7.27 in the first division in Croatia. And finishing 3rd, so a very impressive season for him. Next we have the Austrian James Harris, who's already played 1 game for Austria and 2 under-21 appearances as well, playing for FC Admira Wacker Modelling. What a name. And played 35 games, very impressive, 7.15 average rating. Got 5 Man of the Match awards as well. A lot of players have moved to Ipswich for some reason. James Spencer's another one, probably because of a history of a decent youth academy over the years, I guess. And played more games than the other 2 Ipswich players. 20 games, very, very good average rating of 7.18. Playing on the wing. And, well, I'm guessing he played on the wing. Right midfield. But yeah, impressive season for him. Next we have Daniel Hubner, who's played 3 games for the Polish under-21s and plays for Slask in the I don't know how to pronounce that division. But anyway, he played 16 games, 6.62 average rating, but he's played a lot of games. I'm assuming they're reserve games. So that will help. Although some of you won't be playing first team games, even in the reserves and under 18s, you will be improving and, yeah, hopefully getting a lot of game time. So in this division, they managed to finish 13th. Next we have Ryan Leahy, who's played 5 games for the under-21s in Ireland and plays for St Mirren in Scotland. Lots of game time. 36 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 6.76 average rating. Not bad. Can't remember where they finished. We've looked at the table already, but we have another quick look. Where are we going? There we go. They managed to finish 4th. Very impressive. Next up is me, and I'm playing for Rangers. I'm ironically earning more money at Rangers than the other players that have moved to other Scottish teams in the top division. But considering I'm playing in the 3rd division, it should mean I'm playing well, even as a 17-year-old. And I did play a lot of games, 38 games. I think that's the most of anyone. But as I said, 3rd division, I've scored 12 goals. That's the most we've seen so far, and 9 assists as well. 7.58 average rating. Oh, I'm proud of that. Highest rating. But like I said, it is in the 3rd division of Scotland, which was completely destroyed. Only 1 loss for Rangers and 35 wins, which means I'll be playing in the 2nd division next season, unless I move on, of course. But we shall see. Let's see where I was playing. mainly on right midfield, which is not my favourite. They obviously didn't play attacking midfielders. Next up, David Riley, who also playing in Scotland for Kilmarnock. 3 under-21 appearances for Scotland as well. And played a lot of games, 36 games. Only a 6.63 average rating though, but he got 3 goals and 6 assists. Here we have Haibo Wang. Wang Haibo is lesser known cousin. Playing in Korea for Incheon. 7 under-21 appearances for the South Korean national side already. Strange that he's already had 3 clubs. He signed for Songnam, didn't play a single game. Then went out on loan to Ulsan, didn't play a single game. And now he's moved to Incheon, and he's only played 1 game for them. But 13 non-competitive appearances. But that 1 game he did play got an assist and a 7.9 rating. So it'd be interesting to see where he moves and how he gets on in Korea, and if he decides to come over to Europe at some point. These are going to be long videos going through all these players. Here we have Nikola Berzanovic, who's joining Wenner Neustadt on the 1st of the 1st, 2014, half a year away, but he's already played 1 game for Montenegro, which, you know, is a decent national team. I mean, England always struggle against them. So that's very impressive, considering he's not got a team at all, never played a single game, but he's played 1 game for Montenegro. Then we have Matt Anderson, the Slovakian, 7 under-21 appearances and 1 goal. So that's very impressive. Playing for SCR Altrak, played 28 games last season, 6.99 average rating, very good. 1 goal and 7 assists. And then we have Joburg Chan, the Singaporean, 3 under-21 appearances and 1 goal for the national team. Playing for DPMM, I remember that team from when I managed Hougang United back in the day. 11 games for them, 11 assists. Well, that is incredible. 11 assists in 11 games and a 7.03 average rating. Very good so far. Next we have Work the Space, who's joining Partizan in January. Bit of a way off. Although he got into the Indian full squad, he hasn't played yet, but he's got 3 goals in 721 appearances for India. And I'm really curious to see how he plays. But he's moving to Partizan in Serbia, and hopefully we'll get some game time there. 2 more players to go, and we've got Zach Edwards, who also played for Barnsley along with Phil Sam last season, but unfortunately couldn't keep them up. He got 23 games, but only scored 1 goal as a striker, which is pretty atrocious, I'm afraid, and 2 assists. Strange how they decided to play him that much, considering how young he is, but 6.48 average rating. Hopefully he will improve. He's not got off to the greatest start in terms of goal scoring. His stats definitely need to go up. He's got good physical stats, but decent finishing, but everything else definitely needs to go up. And lastly, we have Sheridan Sparks, who plays for Derby in the Championship. Brilliant attributes, 18 finishing, but he only played 2 games last season off the bench. But he did get 1 goal, which was the same as Zach Edwards, who played 23 games, and a 6.9 average rating. But hopefully he'll be playing a lot more next season. I don't see why they wouldn't play him, considering he's got some pretty beastly stats there. So that's all the players in the first season, how everyone's got on. James Spence is valued at the most, and it's Jack Morgan. Contract-wise, Teg is earning the most by quite a bit, actually. Then it's Phil Sam. But Tom Teg definitely needs to improve next season, because he didn't have the greatest season and he's earning the most money. But I guess he's rolling it in at the moment, so he's not complaining too much. Average rating-wise, it is Haibo Wang, but he only played 1 game. Then it's me. Goals-wise, I was top scorer out of everyone, and appearances-wise also. So, but like I said, I was playing for Rangers. But we'll have to see if anyone moves on next season. I'm going to holiday another year for episode 3 to the end of the 2nd season and see where everyone is. If there's big games as well, like if anyone's playing a cup final or an international big match, then I'll show, some goals or highlights of various things at some point. But this is just getting started, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like if you want me to get out the next video as soon as possible, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But yes, that's it. Until next time. See you guys.